Hello, I'm here and I would like to discuss a problem that I have noticed from working in a state-run correctional facility, and it has come to my attention as the years have gone by that what does anybody know about what happens to inmates when they're released? Well, if you ask the common citizen, they would most likely say not much. Well, a lot of them would probably say, well, they go out and commit crimes so they can go back to jail because they don't want a job. Well, in actuality, they want to stay out of jail. And with that being said, there's a lot of men and women while they're in jail. They take, uh, they're offered different types of programs. Some are the educational programs, some are vocational programs, some of them are medication programs, and a lot of the medication programs are offered to the individuals who have some sort of mental illness. Uh, but after being on that type of a program, they get their issues leveled out to where they can become productive while they're locked up. But after they serve their time, been on these medications for 1, 5, 10, 20 years, when they're released, they're not released with medications, and there's no program that's offered after they get released. And you know as well as I do, an inmate's not going to go out and get a job that has medical benefits and all that stuff so they can keep on their medications. Well, if you've ever known anybody that has went off their medications for mental illnesses, you know that it gets worse than it was in the beginning. So I think there should be a medication program for at least a year for an inmate who gets released, so they can get that job where it does have medical benefits, so they can keep it going. And with that, there's a lot of people that would probably say, well, why should we care if they get their medication? Well, after thinking about it, the one thing that would hit most everybody around us would be the cost. Everybody says, well, why should we buy their medication? Well, if they go back to jail, it takes approximately 20 to 30 grand a year to house one inmate. And if you look at that versus medication cost, uh, the best cost effective would be the doctor and leaving medication, because that would probably be at the most. I'm shooting this high, probably about $5,000 to $10,000 a year. So if you see this as a problem within your state, maybe you could talk to your Secretary of Corrections or talk to your senators or representatives and see if they can bring it to the table to offer this to inmates so they don't go back to jail, commit more crimes, have more victims, etc., and tie up the court system that we could be dealing with other things other than a reoffender. So if you have any questions, feel free to email me and ask. Thanks. Bye.